Warren Buffett is my first audio soundbite here, and he says exactly what I was just trying to spit out. So let's play clip number 1.
We talked about it being an economic Pearl Harbor and how what was happening in the financial world would move over to the real world very quickly. It's fallen off a cliff. They're scared, and fear is very contagious. You can get fearful very quickly, but you don't get confident, in 5 minutes. You get fearful in 5 minutes, but you won't get confident for some time.
So that's the point. Those 2 clips, you heard the difference in the sound quality. The very first one was Warren Buffett right around when the credit crisis slammed into the country. Okay, so like September, October of 2008. And we were all kind of surprised. Us in the business community were a little bit surprised to see Warren Buffett out there saying things like economic Pearl Harbor and going off of a cliff, because we know that this is a successful businessman, and he didn't just make his fortune by trading on the ups and downs of the market. He was a guy who was known for value investing. He would actually buy products that he himself enjoyed. He seemed to have an intuitive understanding of how the American consumer thinks and how they would behave, and he amassed a huge fortune. I mean, was he number 2 or something in the country? By understanding that and by playing that. And so when he came out and said, off a cliff, everybody believed that. Everyone believed him. Now, I look back now, and I'm skeptical. I believe that they had to bail out some banks or fortify some balance sheets of banks because they were built on sand in some cases. They were going to be crumbling. But the idea that the overall economy was going off a cliff, the second clip that you heard when the sound quality changed was him a year and a half later saying, gee, we can't seem to get these consumers to think positively anymore. There's a fear in the heart of the American people that he had never seen before. And he said, you can get fearful in 5 minutes. As in, you can watch TV and watch Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, say we're going off a cliff, and that can make you fearful, and it could take you years to recover from that. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the point. That's exactly what they did to us. The self-inflicted wound, I'm taking a perverse pleasure in watching them try to dig out of the hole they created, because it's perverse because it's affecting me in a negative way. But we are, as a nation, right now in a period of irrational pessimism, I believe. Just like in the Great Depression, there's a parallel there that even though things wanted to improve back then, and even though things want to improve right now, they can't until we snap out of it. And so from the standpoint of being an opportunist, everybody knows that, you look back at the economic boom opportunities that you missed, right? Everybody looks back and says, gee, I missed the tech stock boom. I caught the bubble bursting. I missed the last real estate boom. And so now we sit and I see people all around me who are wringing their hands about how bad it is. And when I say things like, but now's the time for you to start thinking about making an investment in real estate because we've just had a really ugly correction. I mean, our prices in housing in America are down to 2002 levels, which means the entire bubble has now been erased. There's no bubble. If I show you the chart, you'd see that it was steady as she goes the whole way. Then there was a bubble. Now the bubble's erased. And we're going to talk more when we get back about how to take advantage of that kind of opportunity so that you can look back 5 years from now and know that you played it just right. This is Rand on Real Estate on 77 WABC.